Hey, hey, hey. I think I'm live. I don't know. Oh, maybe. Maybe I am. Okay, let's see if anybody gets notified here. Let's see here. Let's check it out. Anybody? Okay, get in here. Let's talk. I I have not again, I feel like every time I come on here I say I haven't gone live in a while because I haven't. I haven't. Um it's a long story, guys. It's a long story. Can you guys hear me first of all? Can you hear me? Let's see if I can see the comments. Let's comments. Where are you? Is anyone talking? Is anyone talking to me here? Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. Let me see. I want to see the comments. I'll just have to read the comments on my phone because I can't see them here. I'm so sorry. So unorganized. Okay, I can hear myself. Okay, hey guys. Okay, what's up? Mickey, Elena, Stephanie, Roberta, Edward. Hello, hello. Flash. Hey, Flash. What's going on? Welcome. Okay, guys. Lisa, hey. What's going on? Mickey. Okay, so I was gonna go live a lot more often. I had a whole plan set up. I was gonna go live often, and I was gonna do all this stuff. And then we decided to move, and it ended up falling through. But so we didn't move, but we were going to, and we were gonna find a little piece of property, and it fell through. And so it was really heart crushing and such a sad thing. So I was busy getting a house packed and doing all this stuff at the same time being a mom, and I still have I do have a puppy. He's a handful. He requires a lot of walks, tons of walks a day, which is keeping me fit. So that has kind of been what happened on my end. So I have not been. I've been engaged, but not interacting with you guys as much. I shot a satire earlier this week. Can I, Dr. Fauci? I hope you guys saw it. Hey, Arthur from Indianapolis. Christy, what's up? From Florida. Nice. You're in a free country there, aren't you? Okay, Diane, hey. Becky, what's up? You guys are awesome. Lots to discuss, but I just felt like I was having my prayer time this morning. My family is incredible. They're an incredible support system in this time. I am one of 7 children, and all 7 of my parents' children are strong conservatives and believe in free will, free choice. They're Christians. Shout out to my parents for raising people that stay true to who they are. But we were having a discussion. I don't know if you guys have that, where we're all talking on this app that we all talk to on Signal. I recommend Signal. It's more of a private platform where you can talk. But we're talking about just living in these times. What does it look like? Right now I don't know if you guys saw it, but the Project Veritas video came out. And this looks weird because I'm at an angle here. The Project Veritas video came out, and I can't say much from that, but I will say this: if you're a Christian and you're pro-life, which are one and the same, right? If you're pro-life, you're a Christian. Well, no, not necessarily, but if you're a Christian, you're pro-life, you just are, because God is the creator of life. Jesus, God, therefore life. Everything stems from God is life. God doesn't make mistakes. He knew us before He formed us in our mother's wombs. We're pro-life. That's what Christians are pro-life. You cannot profess to be a Christian and support the murder of an innocent child inside the womb. That's just my stance. And so we're talking about that, and then this video drops about Project Veritas and about a whistleblower from, I can't say the name of the company, but they're putting things in people's arms, and they've been lying, is what this whistleblower is saying. This whistleblower is saying they've been lying, and the substance in the jab contains cell lines from an aborted baby. And God help anybody that's taken this, that now, like, you're like, what? After you were told it doesn't. And I would just say, and I can't talk that much about it because of the censorship. They'll probably censor this video. But if you did feel forced or coerced, or you were denied a religious exemption, I strongly recommend you to get a lawyer, because we informed consent was hidden here, right? You weren't informed about this. You were lied to, and so we could be looking at a huge class action lawsuit. This is big, and I'd further say, if they lied about that, what else are they lying about? If they lied about that, what else are they lying about? And why are they lying? Right? Why not be openly transparent? Right? So that's a big deal. That is a big deal. And to the people out there that have been praying, that are like, God, like, what's going on? Stuff like this is God revealing the truth. So don't feel like your prayers are wasted. Don't feel like you're praying and God's like, what, like, where are you, God? He showed up. He's showing up. He's exposing. He's using people on this planet, because God moves through people to expose the truth. Okay? And the truth liberates. The truth sets people free. The truth awakens those that are sleeping. The truth hits you and it does something to you. It ignites you. It sharpens you. It fires you up. That is the truth. And if we have more truth coming through, we're going to have, hold on, your live streaming experience performance issues. We're trying, okay. So if we have more people speaking the truth, then I don't think that evil can flourish as much. It can't flourish as much, right? Because ultimately the Word of God and Jesus are the truth, right? That's the truth. Jesus is the truth. He's the light of the world. He is the truth. So darkness and the truth and darkness cannot, like, once light invades, darkness disappears, right? You come into a dark room, you flip the light switch on, darkness disappears, right? Darkness has to go. It cannot stay. That's the same with what we're dealing with in this spiritual realm. And as I was having my prayer time this morning, I was like, God, like, what is going on? What is happening? What are you doing? And just with this discussion with my family, it comes back to the individual. It comes back to the individual's heart. It comes back to you and your personal walk with Jesus, your personal walk with God. Because we're living in a fallen world. We're living in a world where bad things happen to good people. Lies are being told. People are being misled. They don't know what's the truth, what's not the truth. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. I don't know who's telling me the truth. It's very, very confusing. There's a lot of different noises happening. And this is our truth, right? This is our truth. So what does it say? What does the Bible say about right now? That's what we need to know. Like, what does the Bible say? Like, this is our guide. Like, what does the Bible say about right now? The Bible says that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. And I keep coming back to this verse. I will be sharing it with you constantly. 2 Corinthians 2, what is it? 3:17. What is it? I say, I did have it. 3:17, I think it is. Someone can fact check me on that. But where now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Now we're not witnessing liberty right now, right? Like, we're not witnessing liberty. We're not witnessing free choice, free will. In Colorado, a woman is being denied a kidney transplant because she won't take the shot. Okay? That's not freedom. That's not liberty. That's not the will of God. And that also just exposes the heart, right? Because it can't be about saving lives if you're not willing to save someone's life by giving them a transplant, right? Like, so it's not about saving lives. We're past that point. If you think it's about saving lives still, you're deceived. You're walking in deception. It has nothing to do with saving lives right now. We're not in a position where those in leadership, those in authority right now are not concerned about saving lives. If we were concerned about saving lives, we'd be telling people to eat well, eat healthy, take vitamin D, lose weight, get a puppy and walk the crap out of it so you're not a fatty. I mean, that's what we'd be saying to people, but we're not. So it's not about saving lives. We're denying people that need a kidney transplant surgery because they're not doing what they're being told to do. right? It's like you do this or you don't get this. So it's not about saying, they're not concerned about this woman's life. They're not concerned about her. They're not concerned about the loss of life there. That's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with control, right? We're dealing with a spirit of control. We're dealing with enslavement, a spirit of slavery, right? This is slavery. If you have two choices, and both the choices are either you feed your family or you take this and are able to feed your family, or you lose your job and you can't feed your family. But if you take this, you're going against what you internally believe in. So in a way, you're being broken, right? Because when you're complying, and when you comply and you believe in something, and then you comply against it, like you're like, oh, just do it. You break. Like there's a breaking that takes place here. That's like my sister is a horse trainer, right? And she can take a wild, just crazy Mustang, and she can break it, and she can train it, and she uses all sorts of different methods to get that horse to comply to what she wants it to do. Now, a wild Mustang is not being broken, right? But they're trying to break you right now. That's what's happening. They're trying to break you into a form of enslavement, right? You do what you're told. And if you don't do what you're told, these are the consequences. If you don't do what we tell you to do, the government, which is it's total communism, right? Then you don't get this. Then you don't get to go to this restaurant. Then you don't get to see this movie. Then you don't get to do this. Then you don't get to do that. It's you do what you're told, or else. It's the opposite of God. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom, there's liberty. There's no liberty in that. There's no freedom in that. We know there's no freedom in that. We all know that. So what we're witnessing right now is a spirit of control and a spirit of enslavement. So to come against that, right, you cannot submit. You can't submit. You cannot submit. You have to stay strong. You have to say, no, I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to do it. And lots of people come up and they're like, well, we're supposed to obey authority, Romans 13. Romans 13 does not talk about obeying just any kind of authority. It talks about good authority. What we're witnessing right now is not good authority. This is not authority from God, right? God has nothing to do with any of this. We have allowed evil to take precedence right now in our country, in our world, and it's running rampant. But for the believers out there, this is what I want to say. Because God took me to Psalms 23, which is just like the most famous, right? Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, and he leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What's so profound about this, and this is what I love, it's verse 5, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So you're in the presence of your enemies, and you're sitting and you're dining at a table and you're eating. You're eating. You're having a feast. You're dining in the presence of your enemies. So this is what we have to remember as Christians. We're always going to have enemies present. There's always going to be wickedness around us. People trying to force you to comply. People trying to say you're going to do this or this is going to happen. And all of this wickedness around us, right? There's always going to be enemies. Always. Always. That's just what happened with Jesus. Jesus had enemies. Paul had enemies. David had enemies. Moses had enemies. Esther had enemies. Esther really had enemies. I mean, think about that. Okay, Daniel had enemies. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had enemies. Noah had enemies. Like, you go through all the people in the Bible that had significant impact and made a difference. They had adversity. They had enemies. And what I think has been a complete misconstrued perception in the church today is that people think, oh, if you have Jesus, then everything's wonderful, right? Oh, if you have Jesus, then it's all perfect. No, 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 no. Peace is not the absence of adversity. Peace is knowing that you are completely with God in the midst of adversity, right? So in the midst of adversity, you have peace because you know whose you are. You know who you are. You know that you are a daughter of the King of Kings. You are a son of the King of Kings. You know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You know that even though you may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you do not fear evil because God is with you, right? You're able to sit in the presence of your enemies and you're able to have a meal and you're not, oh my gosh, like that is not God. Right? And so how do you get to that point? Right? How do you get to that point? It's knowing the battle. It's knowing the battle. Is the battle your next door neighbor? No. Is the battle your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law? No. Is the battle the teachers at the school? No, that's not the battle. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and rulers and wickedness in heavenly places, right? So we are in a spiritual battle right now, and I think sometimes we want to make it physical. It's not physical. This is a spiritual battle that we're in. So how do you take authority over it? You go to that level. You walk in the spiritual authority that you've been given because you are a follower of Christ, because you're a daughter of the King of Kings or a son of the King of Kings, because you are royalty, because you've been bought by the blood. Once you're bought by the blood and you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you then are, you have the authority that the same authority that Jesus gave, right? That's what he said. He said, the same authority I give unto you. So, and he said that we will do greater things. So we have authority over a lot of this stuff, and I think sometimes we get caught up like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Never underestimate the power of prayer. Never underestimate what God is doing in the midst of all this. And right now, in this time of adversity, in this time of pressing, in this time of just intensity that we're in, this is your opportunity to draw near to God. This is your opportunity to become rock solid in your faith that nothing can shake you. Okay? This is your time to build your house on that rock. You build your house on that rock. Right now, in the midst of all this pressing, you build your house on the rock. You cannot be built on sand. Sand is that fear, right? People are like, oh my gosh, there's panic. Oh my gosh. Like this, that's being built on sand. Right? So when the storm comes, it's gone. It's game over. You couldn't stand up to the storm. We have to stand up to the storm, and we stand up to the storm by knowing the battle, knowing what we're up against. And that's what's so crazy about the enemy. And the devil comes and he steals, kills, and destroys. That's what he's here to do. He's here to steal, kill, and destroy. I'm sorry, I'm coming at you with all sorts of stuff. But if you're witnessing something being stolen, your job, right? Your relationships with family. That is not of God. He comes to steal, kill, death. This virus is not of God. None of this stuff is of God. Any kind of death, that's what the devil comes to do. Comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Any kind of destruction that you're seeing taking place right now, the destruction of our economy, the destruction of our just our whole the ability to choose what's best for you. We're seeing a complete breakdown of our country, of our world right now. When you look at Australia, like it's being destroyed by the tyrant mentality over there, ideology. It's just a complete craziness. So you're seeing that. That is not all three of those things. Steal, kill, and destroy. That is the enemy, right? That's what we're up against. So you can immediately spot like, okay, you come against that stuff with prayer. It's like, okay, Rachel, but you come against it with prayer, right? And you have to realize that you're in a battle. You're in a battle. We are in a battle. So let's go on really quick. Sorry, this is like a full-on Bible study. But you go to Ephesians 6. So, right, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So then you go on. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand the evil day. I believe we're in an evil day right now. I mean, people are being denied surgery because they're not complying. Like, that's evil. Okay, I believe that one day history will look back on this time and they will say, what the heck was going on? You were telling people they couldn't get surgery because they weren't complying with something injecting something into their body that only lasts for 6 months and that does have fetal tissue in it. What's wrong with you people? That's what they'll say. Okay? So, that you may be able to stand the evil day, and after doing all, stand. Okay, so you don't sit down. You don't say, you know what, it's over. Just toss the towel and call it a day. You stand, and you keep standing. And you can do it. You can do it, because we have each other and we have Jesus. You're not alone. If you're feeling like you're alone right now, that's just a lie, because you're not alone. You are not alone. Know that. Jesus promised to never leave you and to never forsake you. And he cannot lie. He cannot lie. Okay. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about you with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All. Doesn't say some. You might be able to quench some of them. It says all. Either this is true or it's not. And you have to get to that point. That's the thing. Christians want to be like, that sounds good. Oh, I don't like that part. I don't like it. Either this is true or it's not. Either this is your anchor in the storm or it's not. Either it is your refuge or it's not. Either this is ultimate truth or it's not. And you have to get to that point. You just have to, you make a decision. That's what faith is. Faith is making the decision. Okay, it's true. I'm going to take you at your word. I'm going to believe what you said is true. I'm going to believe this is the holy, inspired scripture, Bible, words from God. I'm going to stand on them. I'm going to believe on them. And I'm not backing down. And that's where I am. This is truth to me. It is the truth. Okay? It's the truth. You think the media is telling you the truth? You think Hollywood's telling you the truth? You think the news is telling you the truth? You want the truth. This is it right here. And this will save you. I'm telling you, it will save you. Because if you're feeling like, I don't know what to do, this will tell you. This will provide that peace. That even though all hell is breaking loose out there, you're like, I'm good. I got God. I'm God. I've got God. I'm good. I don't have to worry. Okay. Above all, taking the shield of faith. Okay, we all the fiery darts. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. That's this, all right? You have the word of God. Basically, you're going to war. If you're putting on all this armor, you have to realize, people don't sit around in armor when they're not in war, right? You don't sit around like knights back in the day. They didn't put on all their stuff and then just go, hang out with their family. They put on all their armor when they were in battle. We are in battle. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, we are. We're in battle right now. We're in the midst of a war, in the midst of a huge battle over our nation, over our world. Right now, we're in it. Okay. Praying always. Now, that can be a hard part. With all prayer and supplication in the Spirit. This is where being Spirit-filled is absolutely essential in these times. Okay? Because that's when you can just pray in the Spirit throughout your day. Okay? And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for the saints. Now, what is supplication, right? Supplication is a strong and incessant pleading until the prayer is answered. So all of this, if you just go through Ephesians 6, it's all about persevering. Right? Because right now, and I'm not perfect, guys. I have moments where it's I'm exhausted. I'm straight up tired. I feel like I've been battling. Well, I feel like I started battling back when, 2015, when Trump announced he was running for president. It was just I've had family that can't stand that. I've been battling on that front. I've been battling, friends on that front. I'm just constantly battling and just battling. And there are times, though, where you have to encourage one another, right? Because if you're not encouraged, and that's what you have to have other people that surround you. and encourage you. I encourage you to find a local church, to be plugged in, to have people pouring into you spiritually, encouraging you, telling you to keep going, to run the race, to not grow faint. You can run and not grow weary. You can walk and not grow faint. What is that in Isaiah? Like you can do this. Right? Like we need each other to do this. I have my sisters. I have 3 sisters and a mom that are rock solid women of faith, and we encourage one another. I also have women that I pray with, that we encourage one another. You need to have that system of encouragement, because this is all about perseverance, right? Praying without ceasing, right? Being in battle, being in war. Supplication, continuing to plead before God until the prayer is answered. And after doing all, stand is what it says. Like if you've done everything, you feel like I've done it all, you stand. You stand. And I just want to encourage you guys, because I want to encourage you, because I know there's people watching this that are like, Rachel, I'm tired. I am so tired. I feel like I've been battling. You might have a spouse that's being threatened that they're going to lose their job if they don't comply. You're feeling like all hell is breaking loose. You're feeling like everything is swirling and it's just crazy. Just know that God is with you. I mean that. Just know that He is with you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. To put on the full armor of God, and you do your battling in prayer. That's where you battle. So all this other stuff that you're up against, and it's just like I'm so tired. I don't get alone with God. Get alone with God. Seriously, shut it all off. Shut me off. and put on some worship music, because there's such incredible anointing when you can put some worship music on and you can just talk to God and lay it all out. Tell Him what you're dealing with. Tell Him what you need. And thank Him for what you have. Because often I feel like we look at our world, right? And we look at all these different, thank God we're Americans. And I know there's some people that are watching this that are not in America. And my heart goes out to you. It really does. I wake up every single day thankful that I'm an American, thankful that I have the Constitution of the United States to defend my individual rights and liberty. And a lot of stuff you're seeing right now is going to head to the courts. It really is. And I'm telling you right now, if you're feeling violated in a way and forced or coerced, and they're not giving you a religious exemption after what exploded last night in that Veritas video, get a lawyer. Because God is on the side of freedom. And we will win this. We will win this. I'm telling you, we will win it. Right now it looks dark. Right now it looks like, I don't know if we're going to win this thing. We know how this ends. Okay? We know how this ends. I know how it ends. I've read the back here. I know how this ends. And it's funny to me. It's funny to me when you start to really read the Bible and you start to see like all of this stuff that's happening in our world that the Bible said that was written like thousands of years ago happening. I mean, it talks about a single ruler coming on the stage. You can't have a single ruler if you have all these different nations doing their thing. You have to have a globalist society. You have to have a single government controlling everything. And in order for then a ruler to step on the stage. All of this is prep work. All of it's prep. All of it. It's all prep. And then what's crazy to me, something that really stood out, is in Revelations where it talks about Elijah and Moses being tortured in the streets. And John on the island of Patmos wrote 2,000 years ago, definitely 2,000 years ago, that they're tortured and the whole world watches. Now, how can the whole world watch something? Back when you're John and you're writing this out and he's like, okay, God, you're telling me the whole world watches. How can the whole world see this? The internet. You don't think this is true. You don't think that this is true. Watch it. It's all unfolding right now. And we're up against some serious evil right now. But greater is He that is in the world. And Jesus said that take heart, I have overcome the world. He overcame it. It's already done. That's why there's such intensity right now. You can feel it. You can feel it when you come in contact with people that are spiritually dead, right? They have no idea what's going on and they just don't like you. They just don't like you. It's a spiritual war we're in. I people, I meet somebody and they just, they don't like me. And I know it's immediately a spiritual, it's a spiritual thing. It's totally spiritual thing. So fight it on a spiritual level, right? Fly above and fight spiritually, because you have authority over that stuff in the spiritual realm. If you're a child of God, you have authority over it. And I think sometimes we have to be reminded that we have authority, right? We have to be reminded that greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. That Jesus has already overcome the world. That when he hung on that cross, he said, it is finished. It's done. It's over. I did it for you. That means everything that he took on that cross, sickness, disease, all the pain that people have, that he took it on him. So you don't have to bear it. You don't have to walk in it. You don't have to live in that. You are free. You've been set free because you're a child of God. There is such liberty in knowing Jesus. And I know, like, most of my stuff that I always talk about, it's always political and, like what's going on in the world and all that stuff. And I have a list of stuff I was going to talk about. But at the end of the day, this is what matters. Right? Because this is how you survive it. It's not going to be a politician. It's not going to be anybody that saves this situation. It's going to be Jesus, because he's already saved it. He's already saved it. It's just trusting in him in these times and knowing that we're in a battle and you fight it on a spiritual level. So that, because I think, like, lots of times we're like, well, if so and so my representative does this, then, or if this and this, and at the end of the day, it comes back to Jesus. It comes back to your eternity with him. And this is temporary, right? This is just temporary. Didn't Paul say it was like a vapor? Like, it's quick, it's a flash here that we're on this planet. So while we're here, we have to recognize that we are children of God. We're born for such a time as this. We have authority over this stuff. You're not a victim. You are not a victim. You are victorious because you have Jesus. Okay, and that's kind of my message, because I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's what you do. That's what you do. Put on the full armor of God. Get along with God. Put on some worship music and begin to intercede and pray for your situation, because there is power in prayer, and I've seen prayer answered over and over again in my lifetime. So don't give up, right? And hope deferred makes the heart sick. Don't ever lose hope. Ever. The hope is Jesus. He is our hope. He is our eternal salvation. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. I might come on at some point and do stuff on all that's going on. But as of now, trust in him. Trust in him. All right, you guys. I feel like I kind of rambled. I don't even know, but I just, for me, after all of this, because I've come full circle, man, I was all about, federal level and fighting and all this stuff, and I realized a lot of it's a mess. It's a complete mess, and nothing really will fix it, unless you were to just completely get rid of everyone, and then term limit everybody, and start from scratch and eliminate lobbyists and all of that stuff. And I don't see that happening. So, because even the good guys, they sometimes go bad, right? And that's hard. That's hard to see. Even the people that are like all for term limits end up staying in Washington, D.C. for 30 years. So, for me, it comes back to God. That's the only thing that's going to save this country. That's the only thing that's going to save our world. And so the focus should be there, right? Of course, being engaged and fighting on a local level, having your voice be heard, never being complacent, but you get your energy, you get your strength, you get your ability to do all of that because of Jesus, right? Because of your walk with him. your boldness, your courage, the ability to speak the truth and not be intimidated to do it. That all comes from Jesus. So that's kind of what I've come back to. Anyways, I'm really rambling. Okay, let's see here. What else is going on, guys? Well, you guys, God bless you all. That's just what I wanted to say. So just keep swinging, right? And know that the joy of the Lord is your strength. There's a reason for that. I'm not gonna, I get this a whole nother sermon I could do. But think about Paul, right? Paul is thrown into prison. Okay, and what does he do? He starts singing. He starts singing. Was that Paul? I believe that was Paul, or was it Peter? No, Peter was saved by the angel, but they started singing, like having the joy in the midst of like prison. It's not fun in prison. I mean, I've never been, but I would think it's not a great. Oh, like I'm having a good time. Like to be the ability to sing praises to God in the midst of the toughest situation. That's where your spirit kicks in, and the enemy hates that, right? He cannot stand it. Satan fell from heaven because he wanted to be worshipped. So you want to piss the devil off? You want to make him mad? Worship God. Because he wants your worship. Satan wants your worship. He craves your worship. And when you worship the King of all kings, man, you make hell very unhappy. So, and that's what we're here to do, right? So, anyways, okay, I'm going to say goodbye now. And I'll try to do this more often. I really will. It was just this whole move, not move. Just kidding. It's kind of a mind trip. But here we are. All right. God bless you guys. Keep swinging. Know your battle. Take care. God bless.